Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be an excellent, high-level, professional 3v3 fastest map that was cast on my live stream last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. I figured that not enough people saw it, so I'm just going to break it off into a standalone cast. It's very, very good, so you're in for a treat, and I'll see you at the end of the cast. Well, okay, so the Falcon Paladin grand theory about media is source material doesn't matter if you're trying to adapt something, okay? If you're trying to make a TV show or a movie or a Netflix show or something, it doesn't matter what the source material is. If the writing is good and the characters are interesting and compelling and they develop and they grow and there's good conflict and the world build is interesting, like, it's going to be good. And that's what Arcane has, right? So, does it matter that it's a League of Legends, that's the source of this? No. Could you make a StarCraft thing that's really good? Absolutely. Is the fact that it's StarCraft, does that make it harder to make something good out of it? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Anyway. Alright, what do we got here? This is the RJB replay of the week. He sent it in to falconpaladin@gmail.com. Subject, Brood War. And he's got his own YouTube channel. If you like fastest map, check him out. YouTube, search bar, search RJB TV. So this is a super high level fastest map that RJB is very excited about. We've got Tang K top left. His teammate over here is Nagun Dog Troll. One heck of a name, honestly. Oh, Insung's here. I know that name. Team 2. Doromi K. Oh, we got a clan. Curly K. They're teammates anyway. And then we have by underscore S-Bucks. S-Bucks. You're right, that's true. Having good visuals helps for your TV adaptation, right? If the animation sucks, it's going to be difficult to be as well received. So there's more ingredients here, but what I'm saying is, if you can turn League of Legends into something that is widely well received, you can do that with anything. You can make a freaking Paw Patrol adult adaptation that's good, right? Doesn't matter. Make a Club Penguin adaptation that's good. Because source material doesn't matter. What's up, Adrian? It's top versus bottom, Adrian Konsalik. So we got Tang, Nagun Control, and Insung versus Doromi, Curly, and S-Bucks. S-Bucks. Nagun Dog Troll is one of the more fun names to say that I've seen in a while, actually. Red Blue, bonk. Here's what the teams are. Top versus bottom. We've got an isolated Zerg player in the top right, so tradition indicates that he will die. It's too hard to stay alive when you're isolated from your teammates and you're a Zerg player early game fastest map. As you get attacked, I mean, I guess the Team Red could leave him alone, or he could be the one who knocks. I am the one who knocks. Which it kind of looks like he is. He's the one who wants to move out and gets himself murderized. Peppa Pig anime? Yeah, exactly. Peppa Pig source material. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, sell it. No! How'd he squeeze out of that? These guys are agile warriors, dude. Buying time for these cannons to come up. But extra zealots are here too, so I like this. Honestly, if you're in a position where getting attacked means you die, why don't just put the pressure on? God, there are multiple. There are 2 Protosses bracketing him, though. Oh. I like it. I like the chutzpah. I don't know if it's going to work. This aggression here is pretty fantastic out of S-Books. Defensive Marines showing up because he's trying to go factory, which means he didn't have the Marine counter enough to stay alive eventually. Oh, Curly. Curly coming in for the contain of 10K. And remember what I said about going after the Zerg player? It's exactly what's happening here from Insung. So the good news for said Zerg player, Doromi, is that he does have a billion Zerglings to handle this. So that's good. He might lose a couple drones here, but the drone control pretty Pretty solid. He lost one worker, but that should be it. Maybe two. Sunken, very excellent. Nagon Dog Troll is also here to murderize Doromi, but he sees what happens and says, nah. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Some help from S-Bucks. S-Bucks is like, let's help our buddy. By that I mean get smashed in the face by zealots with Psy Blades. That's never good. Yeah, audio design in StarCraft Fudor is chef's kiss magnifique. Trying to get out of here. This contain is hilarious. From S-Bucks. But you know... My gosh. Alright, this is some early Ling stuff. You'll notice that there's 11 drones out from Doromi. That's how he can do this mass Ling thing. His economy is crap. So, usually what this means is you need to kill somebody with these Zerglings, or you're just going to get overwhelmed because your economy is bad for the rest of the game here. Insung's like, I'm cool. I got cannons and zealots. This number of Lings cannot kill me. I am well defended for sure. Bit of an attack here. We've got Spooks pushing into Nagon's base. Got Zealots. He's got cannons. Zealots are going to be pretty bad against this whole Vulture Spider Mine scenario. Cannons are good against both of those things, though, so that's nice. Curly showing up with his own Zealots, not really committing on in there necessarily. Hey, what's up, Jakubek? Yes, you have missed 30 minutes. That's okay. We're going to be here for a while yet longer. Yeah, so everybody kind of being fairly careful, waiting for reinforcements, right? Oh, man, look at this teamwork here. Got Doromi, Curly, and S-Bucks hanging out, threatening Insung right now. And then the Spider Mine contain is pretty fantastic, too. Zealots moving out are going to have a really hard time about this. Super hard time. Yeah, just making sure that Insung doesn't get a huge number of gateways up, or... Dragoons are probably your answer here, but at the same time, the Spider Mines are an issue. You gotta tech up to detection here at some point. He is, okay. Observatory on the way. He's still, there we go. Siege tanks are here for tanks, so he's breaking out. Nobody's really messed with Curly today. Or S-Bucks, actually. Both these players have had a pretty easy time of not having to worry about enemies inside their base whatsoever to this point. Siege tanks unsieged. Working against cannons. Good, fine. Not unstoppable monsters, but fine. Korean, they say to each other in Korean. Breaking out, and it's a Vulture versus Vulture engagement here. S-Bucks going after Tang. Vulture and Vulture stuff. This is TVT here for a Sunday all of a sudden. And then Curly shows up and messes it up with his own Dragoon army. Dragoons were definitely sorely needed based on both of these Terrans openings here. Zealots were just not going to do it. Pretty awesome stuff, honestly, from both Terrans. Big push here from Curly. Dragoons, once again, the key to this engagement. Going very, very well here. There's a bunker to fall back to, which does have some Marines in it, which is nice. Going after some of these factories at the same time. Oh, Nagun showing up in the middle of the base, too. Gonna try to take down some of these tanks, some of these cannons. And Dragoons actually pulling back a little bit. Maybe trying to support these siege tanks a little bit. Lorp, 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 lorp. Man, this is a pretty intense situation for sure. Siege tanks for S-Bucks have pushed all the way back to his own choke, defending that pretty fantastically. Oh, Tang is Buell. Okay. So Buell playing some Terran here. Very interesting for sure. Oh, Mutaball's out from Doromi with his 22 workers. Again, lower income than anybody else. Oh, trading against Dragoons is just... It's difficult, but this control is pretty good. Man, absolutely beautiful Mutalisk control there. Not exactly recommended to attack those, but, you know. Dragoon's defending the homeland. Curly, well, defending his teammates' land for the Doromi. Siege tank count in the middle here for S-Bucks is getting to this situation where it's difficult. It's difficult to handle is what it is. And I mean, these mutas are just going to whittle down the Dragoon count. Hope that works for us, supported by Dragoons from Curly here. Doromi, Curly, working together. They're both from the K clan, so it makes a lot of sense that would be the case. Yeah, this muta control, it's not a massive muta count, but it's 10. 10 is pretty good stuff. Dragoons have to deal with the Zealots by themselves, which they're fairly good about here, too. Center being held by S-Bucks. I mean, Doromi, Curly, and S-Bucks are doing it. Remember when I was like, Zerg players that are alone die early? That is not happening for Doromi right now. He was on the aggressive. He teched up to Mutalist during that aggression, which is just sick. Hey, Psycho Nuts! Merry Christmas to you. Adrian says having 3 races on your same team is a good thing to bet on. You know what? I can't disagree with that all that much. Greater Spire coming in from Doromi. I like that play. I mean, tech choices are happening all over the place right now. We're getting probably Storm. Makes a ton of sense here from Insung. Storm, another choice from Naga and Dog Troll. And then just more mech. More of that mech from our Terran player, S-Bucks and Tang. This push from Curly is pretty fantastic. No upgrades for... Oh! Actually, Curly doesn't have upgrades, but Nagan Dog Troll totally does. Nagan is sitting here with 1-1 advantage, and that's going to help him hold this off despite having inferior numbers, which is pretty amazing. Oh, nice, Psychonauts. Congratulations on the bonus, dude. Aw, thank you. Thanks for the Christmas gift. I appreciate it, man. Oh, the Guardians are already here. He was ready to rock, man. He turned his existing mutas into Guardians. Is just sort of going for it. He's like, I know there are Charon boosted Goliaths in the house. I don't actually care about that, though. He's just whittling down siege tanks, just taken out Guardians so fast. This is 11-minute Guardian play with early Ling pressure. Doromi is insane. Insanely good. Hey, Derek White, I'm glad you're enjoying the Christmas adjacent stream today. Alright, so Curly says we couldn't take down Nagon. Let's go after Insung here then. See what upgrades he has. He has +1 attack, which is great. Still nothing from Curly, but he's working on +1, which is nice. Setting us some cannons to defend his own teammate S-Bucks right now. This is going extremely well for S-Bucks, Curly, and Doromi. Ah, but the tanks are unsupported, and there's Zealots flanking out to deal with them. James Wan, thanks for subscribing to the channel. Welcome aboard. D2, what the heck is D2R, Psychonauts? Oh, Diablo 2 Resurrected. Got it. Nope, took me a second. Took my brain a second to get there. I made it. I made it. I really would need to play that, too. I want to play it. I said I would play it. Who's getting DTs? Both Curly is getting DTs. And Dog Troll's getting DTs. All right, the traditional DT transition here. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Big drop from Tang. Get out of their SCVs. There is nothing. Ah! Tang ends up getting a massive drop-off on Bucks here. He still got 50 SCVs, though. He did a pretty good evacuation up here. But clearing this out needs to be a priority because all of a sudden, S-Bucks is in a massive amount of trouble. He cannot be happy about this one. Just bringing in Dragoons and Zealots to try to clear this out. Siege Tang, 8 kills. I mean, 8 kills and 8 kills each is not life-changing ending stuff here, but in a game that has been this intense, it can hurt. All right, deals with it. SCVs going back to work. Guardians joining the party late because that's what they do because they are Guardians. 2 Guardians picking around the front, trying to deal with these Dragoons. Ooh, hot Storm, good answer to Guardian. Storm, good answer to literally anything in the game. I'm trying to think of a strategy where Storm is bad against. I'm not sure there is. Ooh, we do have some lurkers out from Doromi. Of course, as is tradition, you gotta watch out for lurker-friendly fire splash damage in team games, but there are no friends here to splash. So the lurker spines are doing work and also just kind of getting destroyed there as well. Center being held super well. Did I miss something at 7? I've still got 66 workers. I don't see any indication of a drop. There's definitely a Curly Storm drop up here, though. Tang is down to 38 SCVs. Alright, that was the Storm drop that we missed, but we do see the aftermath at the least. Alright, so Guardian, Dragoon, Siege Tank. Interesting combination here. Kinda like it. +1 attack on the Dragoons. Tanks are at +2/+1. Guardians have +1 attack, and anything that can hit them just generally kills them quite nicely. Woo! That Guardian ends up with 6 kills. Not a bad Guardian. All things said and done. That Guardian did a lot more work than the average Guardians do. Dark Swarm is up. Zealot count is pretty high, but they're backing out. They got to get in there, though, and try to... Oh, Storm good. Coming around the back side, actually, to make sure there's no retreat possible. And then killing that Defiler, too. Very well defended from Nagun. Holy smokin' Zola. Smokin' Zola, huh? My gosh, the absolute carnage here. Tanks rolling into Dark Swarm. TP protected. This is fantastic. I like this a lot. Siege Tanks protected by Dark Swarm, doing some huge hits, but Zealots are like, all right, we got to deal with this. Zealots and Dark Swarm pretty good too, actually. Yeah, I think a lot of the time these players are in Discord calls or, yeah, some kind of TeamSpeak or online situation. I think you're right, Adrian. This is awesome. We're 16 minutes in. Nobody's dead yet. People have been severely threatened yet. Continue to hold. Scourge. Oh, that... Oh. Shuttle control. Fantastic. Really, really good there from Nagun. 280 APM it better be. So, yeah, basically map control is still here for S-Bucks, Curly, and Doromi. 184 supply for Curly, 177 for Insung, 183 for Tang. And the rest of the players are not over 100 supply yet. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Powder Toast Guy. Guardian getting 6 kills is actually really impressive. Drop attempt. Nope. Not going to try to drop down bottom left. Gets obliterated by the aforementioned Dragoons from this effectively maxed out army from Curly. So Buell's up here doing some tanky stuff. He's maxed out as well. He's got +2 attack on his siege tanks, +1 armor. Scourge not making the connections they want to at all. Nagun is coming in, with High Templar to support. But the SCV pull has gotten them out of range entirely, so there's really not much. Wait, where did that go? Oh, it's here. Okay. It's here. Shuttle's still here. Waiting for an opportune moment. Goliath high ground positioning to deal with the Guardians. Like that from Buell. Holy smokes. And suddenly now Doromi's on the back foot because there's a ginormous army coming in here from Insung. 184 supply. Doromi's at 117. Of Dragoons and Zealots. Yes, there's Dark Swarm up. Against the Dragoons, great. Against the Zealots, irrelevant. Lurker's going to try to hold on here and defend, but I think he might need some help. Curly is coming in the backside to try to assist, but taking a lot of tank fire from Tang Buell at the same time. Also, S-Bucks continually coming a little bit closer every time here. Defensive tanks are trying to assist. Is it going to be enough here? Dragoon's buildings are not protected by Dark Swarm. And suddenly it looks like Doromi might not be able to hang on here. Hydralisk Den down. Defiler Mound is going to go down while trying to get Metasynaptic nodes. Yeah, man. So S-Bucks and Doromi at the same time suddenly struggling mightily. Oh, going back to work here. S-Bucks, he needs the income. He's risking it. Definitely trying to risk it here. The attack on the top right side. Zerglings trying to hold here against these Dragoons, but there are just so many of them. And Doromi, for the first time, well, second time today, seriously threatened by Protoss. And it looks like it might be it for him. He's down to 40 supply. He's only got 16 drones remaining. And trying to assist here. Zealots running up, taking tank fire all the time from Buell with his disgustingly great tank positioning. Finally getting dropped with some Zealots and trying to deal with that stuff. Zealots trying to keep Doromi alive at this stage of the game. What happened? What happened to Insung? Oh, we missed something there, that's for sure. Big old massive drop, yes. Doromi might actually stay alive here. I'm guessing it was this shuttle that did the work. Storms, though! S-Bucks knocked down to 3 SCVs. Doromi's at 9. Is that it? Might be it here. It's radiating all these overlords. Dark Swarm is up. Doesn't protect. I don't know what that play was at all. Very confusing stuff. S-Bucks sitting at all of the 3 SCVs known to man. Finally, Doromi gets enough lings out to clean out these Dragoons, which is what they're intended to do for sure. Storm drop coming in from Curly, trying to kill more of these drones. But I mean, look, Buell's at 67 workers, Nagon's at 42. Curly on his own, can he do this? Basically, he's at a great economy. He's got a bank. He's at 172 supply. He's dealing with high ground siege tank shenanigans, which is always super annoying to try to deal with. Oh man, Insung is here to make sure that Doromi never makes it back, that he never rebuilds his economy. Zealots with +2 attack and +1 armor to deal with these lings, and they do it very, very efficiently. Doromi taps out, Curly taps out, S-Bucks taps out, and our winners are Buell, Nagon, and Insung in a really fantastic 21-minute match for sure. That was, whew, it was one of the better 3v3s ever seen, honestly, on the channel. That was great. I might split that off onto the channel as a standalone match. I mean, that was absolutely fantastic team control. Nobody's dead until 21 minutes. In a 3v3, it takes 21 minutes for someone to die. That's crazy talk. So let's see. Who took serious hits today? Insung took a serious hit to his economy. Doromi was doing extremely well until he got crushed by a Dragoon attack and then a big Zealot attack. S-Bucks got tank dropped by Buell, and Storm support there too from Nagon Dog Troll. And that's what hurt him immensely. And then some attempted drops down here on Curly, but he rebuffed those pretty easily. And Nagon never really took much damage either, as far as I'm aware. So nice, honestly, nice work. Good teamwork there. Oh, I just chose it right random last night. It's a good one. 243,000 points for Curly, 233 for Insung, 229 for Buell Tang here. And then S-Bucks at 178, Doromi 187, 192. These are some good even across the board numbers here. Nagon lost the second most units to the Zerg player, which makes sense. Ended up producing the most next to the Zerg player, makes sense. Buell going for what? 300 units produced, 279 killed, lost 175. Structures raised most by Buell, obviously with the siege tanks. What's up, Miroslav? And hello, Martin. Happy day after Christmas. And then the resources here. Curly did very well, but with his teammates struggling economically, S-Bucks and Dornum, he couldn't do it on his own. And yeah, the rest of the team was just excellent. So great job. All right, and that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.